What's going on out there? Schrade Uproar Tactical Automatic Double Action out the front. Lifetime limited warranty. D2 blade steel. Okay? And somewhere in here it says, oh yeah, the beta series. So it's the beta series, not the alpha or the delta. And D2 black oxide. Serrated. You can get a regular instead of serrated 3-inch 7.75 overall length. So you know what? I don't think I've taken this out yet, have I? No, I haven't. So let me figure out how I want to do this. I guess I'll just do it like this and that. So okay, let's just do it like this. Yo! We just tore it up. There we go. Pull this out. I don't care. Let's see what this knife looks like. And I don't want to tear it up too bad, but I guess I am anyhow. There we go. Now we kicked it open. Let's get it out. And here it is. That only took an hour and a half. Okay. We love knives. Bye, everybody. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, we got a tip protector on here. Schrade, not something I chase normally, right? The Uproar OTF. And OTFs aren't necessarily something I chase either. But if I'm going to go after an OTF, it's going to be what I feel to be a quality OTF. So let me kind of give this a look over. Well, it's got plenty of blade play. I mean, you can see. Maybe you can hear better on my microphone. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's more play than you'd have on a Microtech. Not that I'm trying to compare the two. I'm not big fan of serrated, but I guess if I wanted to carry this, this would not be a knife for doing general cutting tasks anyhow. So this would basically be a self-defense type of situation. And it cut rope, you know, that kind of thing. And if I have a little piece of paper around here somewhere, you know, basically for that kind of thing, for penetrating and kind of cutting like that kind of thing, as opposed to, you know, I mean, this would be for fibrous rope and shit like that, so whatever. And otherwise, yeah. It feels sharp, or relatively sharp here. It's a little smaller of an OTF than I'm normally chasing. I usually want something at least 3.3 to, you know, and up. And let me see here. This is supposedly a 3-inch blade. And it barely, okay. And then overall 7 point, not quite 7.5, 7.25, 7.35 with the impact piece, which could be a glass breaker, I guess, you know, and that kind of thing. Let me see what else we've got going on here as far as this is concerned. I guess you'd have to take these screws off to pop this up and then to shift the pocket clip over to the other side if they allow it, and they probably do. It looks like it might be changeable, and I wonder if it would actually go on, what would they be, number 6s? Torx, or is it some other kind of screw? No, it'd be number 6s that come out, and they come out rather easily. Let's see if this changes position. Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can swap it over then, right? Kick it over this way. And so then that would be like that with this little dog on top of it, whatever, okay? This has positioning right here or here, like that. Okay, I guess. So without worrying about all that, let's try this. Now without the pocket clip, it's a lot more comfortable. Yeah, it's just got more play than I'm happy with. I mean, the handle material seems okay. General fit and finish seems, passable. It's okay. What do we got here? Oh, that's nothing, just D2. Okay. Now they say this thing is assembled in Columbia, Missouri. So, but of course, of parts that are international, etc., etc. I mean, the operation of it, yeah, it goes in and out. Seems like it's right on. And, okay, if we knock it out, can we set it right back on track? Okay. Okay, I can, and it works that way. Let me see a little bit about this because it is a double action OTF 99, and they had a thing about, oh, there was only so many hours left, use NKD 24 to get up to 30%, to get up to 30%. Oh, I don't know. I was thinking 30% off would be about $70. That would be doable. With a dual edge, partially serrated, paired with an aluminum handle, built to last. This isn't your run-of-the-mill OTF. Really can't be sold in all these different states. 3.3 ounces, black oxide finish. Okay. No, I mean, I think at a certain price point, the problem is I'm seeing, like TACCOM knives. I have a D2 knife that I got from them for like $40-something, and actually it has less play than that, and it's actually a little bit better looking design, not so kind of chunky clunky here. I mean, this is not exactly the design, but I mean, I guess this would function in Schrade. I guess you could send it back to them for service or repair, maybe. So there's that consideration. And I'm sure as hell not going to take it apart. Let's weigh it up and see what we got. But then again, I know not everybody has $300 plus to buy, a Microtech. But then again, 3.4 ounces. Okay, and that is 96 grams. Okay, so it's not overly heavy. It kind of feels a little thick, but it probably not that much thicker than most others. Nah, it isn't. 12.3 millimeters at 0.48 of an inch. So nah, that's not a big damn deal. So it seems functional. If you knock it off track, it goes right back on. When you pull it out, it's got D2 blade. I don't know about the heat treat on it, but I'm not here to knock it. It's just not one, if it was on a page that I was looking for an OTF knife, that I would chase But, you know, Schrade wanted to know if I was interested in at least checking it out. And yeah, I think this would be a great gift. And maybe for a guy who's kind of working here or there and just wants, you know, an OTF that he can really kind of beat up and not have to worry about because the $300 ones. But then I can find you some that are also in D2 that might actually be a bit nicer, especially in the $100 range. And, you know, that kind of thing. And really, I'm seeing a lot of choice in the D2 and the user steel grades at the $50 level. So this is kind of double on that. And there's the rub. And this is just, yeah, a bit more play. You might be able to see how that is. It's a bit more, and it's a 3-inch blade. If this was out to a 3 3/4, it would waggle a lot more, you know, the further out it is. But at the base, there's what the play is, okay? All right, well, it is the Schrade Lead the Pack. Got all kinds of goodies that came with it, okay? And, you know, made from, it's assembled in the United States from other parts, which probably come from China, I imagine, which is fine. And China makes really good OTFs. Bestech makes some really good OTFs. That's Takom Knives has their premium OTFs made by Bestech. And they're very, very nice. Very little blade play. And up to what, MagnaCut, 154 cm, you know, that kind of thing, LMAX, whatever. So, yes. This one, yeah, if this was, I really think this would be an easier sell at like $45, don't you? I mean, it's not like, okay, it's functioning, and how long, I don't know, but maybe. I mean, I'm not going to inspect the carriage and like I have any expertise to really know the quality of the parts I'm looking at in there anyhow. But assuming this is going to be reliable, you know, the Lightning OTF knives, I have one of those still from 5 years ago and it still functions fine. And that was like $39. So you're playing in a pond where there's a lot of competition. That's all I'm saying. But, it, you know, Schrade has a name. And so they have a name, and people that are not knife enthusiasts don't know the other names. And so this might be the thing for them, okay? And I would say, especially if this was more in the $65 or under range, I think this would be the thing. At $100, I think they're a little on top of themselves. And, you know, it's got a glass breaker on the end, so there's that. So I don't know. I mean, that's just up to the individual and their aesthetics. This doesn't hit my aesthetics, okay? And I'm not big on serrated necessarily either. And I'm really like a little bit less height. Not so much the width, but the height and the basic handle design could be a little different. And then the blade, I don't know, it just seems like it's not very wide, you know, tall, top to bottom. And I don't know if I'm just, this serration is making it look thinner than it really is, or what. So, there's that. It's the Uproar, okay, by Schrade. Check it out. I'll give you a link to Schrade's website, and you know, who doesn't sell Schrade here or there? So I'm sure there's plenty of online retailers that might be selling this. And check it out. I mean, especially if it was on sale for 50% off or 40% off, yeah, it might be a consideration, especially for, you know, friends that are not necessarily knife enthusiasts that like OTFs. They like automatics, and they like inexpensive automatics. I mean, just check the people out at the flea markets and stuff, okay? You know, that kind of thing. And there you go. The Schrade Uproar. Uproariously a little expensive, but other than that, it seems functional. And you guys, stay sharp.